Did you see what Ruger just did? Gen 2, let's go. What's up, guys? Joe here from ScruffyArms.com and the Scruffy fam. Wow, that's all I can say. It's kind of taking me 24 hours to process all of this. Yesterday, Ruger announced the next generation of the Ruger American Gen 2. Man, I am so excited for this. If you guys have watched my channel anytime, you know I'm a huge fan of the Ruger American rifles. They're affordable, they're accurate, and they are made in America. These things are awesome rifles. Now, my biggest criticism of the Ruger American has always been the stock. If you look right up there, I've got two different Ruger American stocks, the Ruger American Go Wild and the Ruger American Ranch. Those stocks have not been the best that you could get for the quality of rifle you get in the Ruger American. Also, when you looked at the Ruger American, you had to get the Predator version or higher to get a threaded barrel. I did a in-depth comparison between the Ruger American and some other brands, and one of my biggest criticisms of the Ruger American was the stock and the entry level didn't have a threaded barrel. And if you didn't get something that they already put a brake on, or something you may want to put a brake on, you have no option to put a brake on it, you have no option to put a silencer on it. And in today's world, those are extremely popular things. It allows people to fire heavier calibers and heavier cartridges with a lighter rifle if you put a brake on it or you put a suppressor on it. So I want to show you guys what some of the upgrades that Ruger did with this new Gen 2 rifle, and we're going to compare it to the old ones. Now the cool thing is they're doing a standard version and a ranch version. I happen to have the Go Wild and a Ranch, so we can talk about what is staying the same and what is different. So let's look. All right, guys, so what I have here is the Ruger American Go Wild stock and the Ruger American Ranch stock. If you look at these, they are the exact same, okay? Exact same length of pull, exact same everything. The only difference between these is the hydro dip that they put on this, the graphics on this and this. The only difference between these stocks is that everything else is the same. Now, depending on the caliber you do, the magazine well may be cut a little bit different. There may be some additional things for your magazine that go in here. This is the 7.62 by 39, so it's a little bit different cut. This was 6.5 Creedmoor, a little bit different cut, but for all other intents and purposes, it is the exact same stock. So when you look at these, the thing that made Ruger so awesome in their accuracy for this budget rifle is this aluminum V-block bedding, okay? These aluminum V-blocks, when they put them in here, you get metal-to-metal contact, and it allows the barrel and action to have this nice, tight consistency, and you get a floated barrel. When you look in this chamber, it is floated, but there's a lot of flex, and that's what a lot of people said. There's a lot of flex with these. They're flimsy stocks. You can adjust the length of pull. While this recoil pad is okay, it's not the best thing ever. And so when you look at these, the reason these aren't on my rifles right now is lack of adjustability, okay? Lack of adjustability, flex, all right? And the pressure that it puts on the barrel when you load up a bipod on it, okay? Those are the reasons they're not in here. I have put both of my Ruger American rifles in other chassis to get the things that I wanted out of them. Ruger listened and changed that. The next thing Ruger did was they went into the AICS style magazines. Now, if you guys haven't seen those, do I have one up here? They are the multi-use, multi-caliber that I had to go to a chassis system to use. Ruger's now integrating that into their rifles. You get AI style pattern magazines, where it used to be these, that this goes specifically to, it's a 308 multi-caliber, okay? This is a mini 30, I think. You know, and when you looked at those, while you did get some okay stuff, when you look at those rotary magazines that they had, or the magazines they had for the Ruger American Standard, they were not that great. There's a lot of flex in them. You can see here that, like, I can bend that and flex it, and that's been a huge criticism of the Ruger Americans, is that they weren't making the magazines of very good quality. Sure, you'd get a flush fit on some of them, but there were some feeding issues. That has been fixed. So the last thing that Ruger did was, well, let's show you guys real quick. Here's the AICS style magazine. You can see a difference between these two, okay? So now you're gonna have these much, much better quality. So the other thing they did was the Tang Safety that you have on the Ruger Americans. Now it's a 3-position safety. I've said this before in some of the reviews. One of the things I'm not so keen on is that this can be in safe and the bolt can come open. And if you're walking through the woods and you've got this on safe and you're walking to a stand, you're in the really thick stuff and it starts working loose and it's working loose and it's up here, you could have a problem if you go to stand it up and it slides open. You can lose rounds, or you can not be seated properly and you won't even know. If it's up just a little bit and you go to fire and you don't get anything, that can be an issue. So what Ruger did is now you have a 3-position safety where you can have completely safe, where it'll lock the bolt. You can move it forward 1 where it'll still be on safe and you can run the bolt. And third is all the way up and fire. If you guys can't tell, I am crazy excited about this. So what does all of that look like on the new Ruger American? Let's look at it. I've got it pulled up on my laptop right now. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. We're gonna take a look at this. And guys, I am really, really excited about this. I talked to my distributors yesterday and they should have them in stock next week. These things are going to fly off the shelves. Now, if there's a specific caliber that you're waiting for or cartridge you're waiting for, take a deep breath. After the first of the year and first quarter of next year, they're gonna have the full lineup of these rifles. And I think after SHOT Show, you're gonna see these things start cruising out. I believe that Ruger announced this to get people hyped for SHOT Show, to see everything else that they're bringing to the table. Right now, they're doing a standard and a ranch version. So let's look at it. Okay guys, here it is. You've got the standard and the ranch. The standard version right now, when you look at this, guys, fluted barrel. Medium contour fluted barrel. All of them are coming threaded with a radial break. This textured stock has grip, less flex, AI style magazine, adjustable cheek comb, and adjustable length of pull. This rear sling swivel stud, you can unscrew that and change your length of pull. You also can change either a low profile cheek weld or a high cheek weld if you do higher rings. Guys, this is going to shake up the entire entry-level rifle world. I am so excited. Everything's going to be Cerakoted, adjustable length of pull and comb height. Yeah, you get splattered. That's just looking at it. Let's look at all of the different caliber options that you're going to get here. I am so excited for this, guys. Of course, everyone does 6.5 Creedmoor, 308 Winchester. Then we go down, 7mm 08, 243 Winchester, 450 Bushmaster, 204 Ruger, and 223 Remington. Those are available or will be available next week at distributors. So next week at distributors, those will be available. What is coming? 350 Legend, 400 Legend, 6 Arc, 6.5 Grendel, 6 Creedmoor, 30-06, 270, 300 Win Mag, 6.5 PRC, 7 PRC, and 22 arc. Let's go. All of these are also going to come with a 20-inch barrel. Let's look here. 20-inch, 20-inch. Yep, all of these are coming with 20-inch barrels. They finally listened. Here we go. Shorter barrels if you're going to have them threaded. Okay, so let's look at the ranch versions. So the ranch version, exact same thing, except now you're getting a 16-inch medium contour fluted barrel that's threaded with a radial brake. And I think you can see how much more aggressive it is on the tan than you could on the black. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention. The bolt is going to be removable. You'll have access to change that out. It's an oversized bolt knob now, but if you want an aftermarket one to make it even bigger or smaller, you can. And there's a 70-degree bolt throw, so you're not going to be slamming into your optic every time you go to charge this. So for the ranch models, they're going to have the same standard ranch models that they've had before. So you get the 556 NATO, 300 Blackout, 762x39, and the 450 Bushmaster. Those will be available next week. Okay, next week those will be available. What's coming is 350 Legend, 400 Legend, 22 Arc, 6 Arc, 6.5 Grendel, and 6.5 Creedmoor. We are going to get a 16-inch barrel 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's go. This is awesome. So what you guys can see here on the prices, let's scroll down. All of them are MSRPing for $729. $729. So let's look real quick. If you guys haven't gone to Ruger's site, you absolutely should. They've got a lot of really cool things. Let's look at the legacy ones. If you guys have these legacy ones, I have a feeling they're going to start to be on some pretty discounted prices very quickly. So if you look at this, I think these Gen 2s are better than the Go Wilds. The Go Wilds are MSRPing for $789. So guys, Ruger American Gen 2. They're coming in at a price point where the MSRP is $729 for these. What that means is street price is going to be anywhere from $600, $675. Some retailers are going to go MSRP. If you guys go to a big box, you're going to pay MSRP. But if you go to a local gun shop or someone that can order direct, you're probably going to be paying anywhere from $600 to $675 for one of these brand new Gen 2 rifles. That is nuts. When you look at all of the things you're getting with this new rifle, guys, I am crazy excited. And when you look at the quality that Ruger puts out in the Ruger Americans, it has been said for decades that the Ruger American is the best entry-level rifle you can get. Cold hammer forged steel barrels, aluminum bedding block, all the calibers you could possibly want at an affordable price point. You're talking that you are getting the adjustability of a much, much more expensive rifle for an entry-level cost with all of the extremely popular calibers. What's not to love about this? I think Ruger is going to reestablish themselves as the dominant entry-level firearm manufacturer in the country. Guys, I can't say enough about this. I haven't been lucky enough to get one of these yet. They were sent out to all of the distributors to try. Lipsy's has a really great review on them, and they have been accurate. And you look at the ammo they're shooting is the the Hornady American Whitetail ammo, and it's grouping in the 6.5 Creedmoor they were shooting 1/2 inch to 1 inch MOA. That's what they do. That is what the Ruger Americans do. So guys, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit excited. Am I going to get one of these? Probably. What caliber? I don't know. But I am excited. This changes the game because you can now get in a budget rifle the adjustability to change length of pull all the way down to 12 inches. You're talking about you no longer need to get a compact rifle. You can get this one rifle that can grow with your kiddos. You get a mild caliber. Like, you get 6.5 Creedmoor 243 7mm 08 to start your kiddo on when they don't have that long of a length of pole and they grow with it to a full length of pole. All of those are still effective medium game hunting rounds all the way into adulthood. I mean, this is a game changer. Guys, I'm excited about this. I hope you're excited about this. As soon as they hit my distributors, I'll let you guys know. I'll post something on my Instagram, Scruffy Fam, or yeah, it'll be on the Instagram for Scruffy Fam that they are in stock and coming. You can look at Scruffy Arms. I'll definitely post something on there. And let me know, what are you guys excited about with this? This is a huge announcement. This is their 75th anniversary, and they just straight up mic dropped the firearms industry. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. I am super fired up about this. I am super excited. I hope you guys are too. And as I said, I hope you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas. I look forward to what is coming in 2024. And again, God bless, and thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time.